I'd like to ask you some questions on how Canadian Corporate Legal Services works. How long will it take for the money owed to be recovered? Do you have another rule of thumb?
How long will it take? So that's a question that everybody wants to know, including us. And the answer to that is, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know. Some people will react as soon as they get our demand letter and realize that there's litigation in the offing and that it's probably going to increase their costs. Some people are in denial and just stick their head in the ground and won't respond to the letter, in which case we might actually follow up with a phone call, especially if our client wants to handle things in a very amicable manner and perhaps not lose their client. So we'll go to the extra efforts of maybe communicating with the debtor and trying to work out some kind of arrangement where they can perhaps pay it over time or see what we can do to help them. Those resolve fairly quickly. Once we have to file a claim in court, you automatically have to tack on at least an extra 3-4 months before it gets resolved. Those court costs, by the way, are added on to the outstanding balance that the debtor owes. So it's certainly not a fiction when we tell a debtor, look, you owe $3,000 now. Why don't you try paying that off instead of having to go to court and winding up paying $3,500 or $4,000? But to answer your question, there really is no hard and fast rule for how long it takes. Each case is different, and that's why I discussed before the fact that you really have to be patient. You have to tell yourself, I will have it take as long as it takes, as long as I know in the long run when I get a court judgment, it's good for just about forever. Eventually, as the RCMP does, we get our man, or woman as the case may be.